Hello everybody, my name is KingStix and today I have a Rammus Commentary guide for you how to play Rammus in Preseason 8. These are the runes I took in this specific game, however, these are the better runes I suggest you take. You'll take less damage in the jungle and you'll be stronger in fights in general. In this game we're doing an invade. We actually cut out their Talia, she flashes the wall, but then Caitlyn decides she's going to flash super late, chase it, which was really bad since we already got her flash. And she is going to go down, giving them first blood and blowing her flash. So really bad trade there. Overall, I would recommend starting red buff on Rammus, getting leash from your bot lane. In this case, I still wanted to try doing Raptors. The problem with doing Raptors and then red buff by yourself is you take too much damage. If I would have gotten a leash on red then done Raptors, I would have had a lot more health. So now, of course, I start W, take E level 2. I want to drag it into the bush just in case the enemy jungler shows up. Always smite the red buff, smite your second camp, the buff camp. Now I'm going to do wolves because I'm going to take less damage from them than I would blue buff. And now I'm going to gank. I have red buff. I don't really need blue buff. Urgot is pushed up. I'm going to start powerball before I even enter the bush because I want to be going fast by the time he sees me. Run into him, taunt, W, and proceed to auto attack him. Look at his death timer. Whenever he kills someone, see how long it's going to take for them to spawn in. I start pushing these minions a little bit, but I don't want to push anymore. I see he's going to spawn in here pretty soon, and he has teleport. So I figure he's going to teleport back since Fiora's low on health, and he's going to want to get Fiora out of there. So I ping Fiora to stay. I say, yo, I'm coming, yo, I'm coming. I'm going to check his turret to see if Urgot is teleporting to the turret. That way I know where I need to position. Also warded this tri-bush to make sure the enemy jungler wasn't coming because I don't want to fuck around with that. Right when he starts teleport, I Q, get up speed, run into him, auto attack, taunt, and we're going to kill him once again. Now, Urgot doesn't actually have any summoners now. He's blown him. And we've killed him twice very quickly within succession. So he's going to be really far behind now. At this point, I don't have to come back top. I could go bot or mid and Fiora should be fine. If bot and mid are struggling, I can just keep coming back top, camp it, and get first turret. And then Fiora will snowball out of this world. Right now, though, I can do whatever I want since I've already gotten her ahead. Going to take my blue buff before I back. And as you saw when I took the scuttle, I ran into it with my Q. Then smited it because whenever the scuttle crab is being CC'd, all damage does 25% more, so my smite did 25% more true damage, so I took it a lot quicker that way. Gonna come down here, do my golems. Bot lane isn't really gankable, so I'm just trying to buy myself some time. Now I can work my way up to my Raptors, using my Q to get there in between camps fastest. I am gonna be maxing my Q first, but I accidentally took a second point in my W. Really big mistake. Always max Q first, E second, and W last. Tarek chasing, just gonna run into him, auto attack. Free kill. I don't want to flash the wall. I actually probably should have to keep my Corki alive. I'm not sure if he dies here. Unfortunately, he does go down because the enemies flash on him. If I would have flashed the wall, we probably could have won that fight. I tried to go in here, but Caitlyn isn't auto-attacking anybody, so I'm in a bit of a weird spot. I'm just going to try to do my best to get her out since I know my flash is up. I don't know if hers is. So I'm trying to zone them off, let her run, but for some reason she's running into enemy territory really bad. I end up using my flash, and she paths horribly. So she is going to die, unfortunately. I'm low on health, so I'm just going to back off, go home, and get my items. Really bad situation. We are tied in kills now. I have 3 kills, and my team has 5 total. Now the enemies actually have more kills than us. I'm going to be going for my Cinderhulk first. It's the most important item on Rammus Jungle, and I do have my Boots of Speed in between getting my Cinderhulk. That way I'll have a little bit more mobility. It isn't essential to get Boots of Speed before you get your Cinderhulk. In this case, I feel like it would help me out more to get them. Get my red buff. I am level 6 now. I'll have a lot more damage in a gank. I told my Corki to push up on the Talia because I want to dive her onto turret. I'm going to Q, get up a lot of movement speed by the time she can see me. Now I can just run into her, taunt immediately, W. And I don't actually use my ultimate since she flings me away pretty quick, so I don't want to waste its damage. We do get the kill on her. I'm low on health now. I'm just going to back off, go do my Raptor camp, and then go home. I do stay to try to help push, but Cho'Gath and Tarek show up. So now I'm just going to take Scuttle and back off. I finally got my Cinderhulk, and I couldn't afford Tabby, so I just got 2 cloth armor, so I'll be stronger in a fight. Going back to my Raptors, going to take them. Really important camp because it keeps me near mid and bot lane. Corki has this package, so we might as well both go bot lane together. So it's going to be a 4-man gank, and it should work out pretty well. I'm going to Q right into them. I'm going to taunt the first person I can, which is Tarek. I taunt him and back up since he is melee. Taunting and then running away makes them chase you really well since he doesn't have to exit his auto attack range since he's melee. He has to hit you point blank. So I pull him towards my team, block the Jingle, and we do get the kill. Gonna take the Scuttle here first. Cho'Gath is pushed up, but Talia's coming up, so I don't really want to engage on the Cho'Gath. I'm in a bit of a weird spot, but as long as I dodge the Cho'Gath Q, I'll be fine. I'm gonna walk away. He silences, immediately turn around when he casts his Q, dodge it, go into turtle mode, dodge the Talia knockup. And at this point, they don't really have any damage because they missed all their spells. But Corki doesn't have any mana, so we can't fight it. If Corki had mana, that probably would have been a double kill right there. I'm going to move on to the rest of my camps. There's nothing to really force here. Going to make sure to keep an eye on the minimap and ping for my Corki while I'm taking my camp. Come in, taunt, W. Tarek is here. Talia's coming in as well. We do nearly kill the Cho'Gath. He does slip away. I'm trying to do my best to tank and also stay alive, so I'm trying to dodge skill shots and move around. I'm doing a pretty good job at it. Tarek ends up having to dive me pretty hard and blow his flash. I just set up a triple kill for my Corki, and they are going to pick up all 3 of those, so well played by me tanking. It's okay if you die as a tank as long as you set up a really good fight for your team. And in this situation, I forced them to dive me and way overstay in our part of the jungle just to maybe get a kill on me, which they did. It was very close though. Move on to my blue buff, Gromp. I can't gank Urgot since Fiora isn't there. I should really be working my way mid right now. Bot lane's pushing in really hard and Corki's pushing mid though, so I am going to be going bot. I have my red smite up, so I'll take less damage and my ultimate, so I know I can 1v2 here. I want to try to get to the Jhin since he's the majority of the damage. Q, taunt him after a little bit of the slow on my Q wears off. Ultimate, smite him, keep hitting him. Stay on the Tarek for my slow ulti, because whenever Rammus use your tremors, it does damage and slows. And I just flash taunt him, auto attack with my W on to do more damage. For some reason, Zillion ults me. I don't know why. It felt really random. It was probably an accident, and now I am going to back off since I am below half HP. There's no reason in overstaying. Going to go back in my jungle since all my camps are up, farm it, go to that. Go to my red using my Q from my golems, and then moving on to my raptors. Now, I don't have full health, so I don't really want to dive, and I also have quite a bit of gold. So I go back, and I'm building towards my Thornmail now, and I also do have tabbies. Thornmail is pretty much the first item you always want to build on Rammus because it stops AD carry from hitting you. It's also really good since it'll let you dive turrets better with the armor and HP. Now, if the enemies are 4 or more AP, the first item you're going to rush is the Adaptive Helm, because that's going to keep you alive in fights. Enemies thought I backed, I Q out towards the Tarek, immediately going to taunt him, dodge his Q, activate ulti, auto attack him with W on as he starts to get away. I deactivate my W, that way it removes the slow on myself, and then I finish auto attacking him down. We do kill him before his ultimate goes off, which is great. This is why you max your Q. You can get around map, chase down opponents. There's not much they can do about it since your Q is on such a low cooldown. Gives you more movement speed and more damage per level up, which is why I max it. Turn on to the Urgot, Q him to slow him down. Fiora doesn't quite pinch off the kill, so I'm going to have to back off now. We can't really dive him. Foolishly, Tarek baits his Urgot, and they decide to go in. I'm just going to taunt the Urgot, W, auto attack him, turn on to the Tarek. As he's starting to get away, activate my Q, run into him, keep hitting him. Even if I take a turret shot or 2, it's fine. Only 2 of the enemies are up. So me and Corki are going to stay, attack the turret. No one's going to force us off, so we get it for free. I am going to go back now. I have enough gold for my Thornmail and to start building on my Adaptive Helm or a Locket if I so choose. After you have your Thornmail and Adaptive Helm, you should definitely get a Locket or Knight's Vow on Rammus because you don't really need any more tank items necessarily. Running after the Jhin, I don't quite get to him, so I just turn on the Cho'Gath. I taunt ulti to slow him down. And just going to finish chasing him down with my Q. Corki does get the kill, so I'm going to go after the Jhin now, moving hella fast since I maxed my Q, forcing him to blow his flash, which is absolutely amazing. Corki flashes and does finish off the kill. I'm looking for some picks, and then the enemies are out of position. Once again, since I did max my Q, I'm moving very quick and can easily chase people down. The reason why I decided to go Rammus this game instead of Warwick is because we didn't have a tank. And even though tanks aren't that strong in the jungle right now, preseason 8, if your team doesn't have a single tank and you're the jungler, you really need to pick a Sejuani, a Rammus, a Cho'Gath. If you don't, you're going to struggle very, very hard in the mid and late game. So now I can force fights, I can tank like crazy for my team and burst down squishy targets with my ultimate. If I don't have my ultimate up, I can't really solo a squishy because I can't slow them. So I can't use my W properly because whenever I use my W properly, it slows myself. And whenever I have my ultimate up, it slows the enemies enough to where I can chase them down with my W on my armor shell and finish them off. Here I do get several kills from my team, and I still do survive since I am so incredibly tanky. I am low on health and I want to back, but since the enemies are pushed back into their base, I'm going to go ahead and take his raptors and golems first. There's no one to contest me, and since I'm about to back anyways, it doesn't really matter that I have low HP. I am going to back now and try to get my adaptive helm. I don't have quite enough gold, so I'm just going to pick up another magic resist cloak. Adaptive helm is an amazing item against Talia since her Q, her little rock shards do repetitive damage, so you'll take 20% less overall after she hits you with the first one. I'm so tanky, I know I can engage. I come in behind with my Q on. I want to go for the Jin, but Urgot's kind of standing in my way, so I just go for the Urgot knowing my teammates are going to back me up here pretty soon. I start trying to work my way over to the Jin, but he's really difficult to get to. I'm getting fairly low on health right now, doing my best to stay alive. Whenever my Q comes back up in a fight, I don't automatically cancel my W since that's important for keeping me alive, but right when my W is about to end or is ending, I will use my Q to try to cancel one of their auto attacks and mess them up. Using your Q in a fight is actually really important, even if you're using it point blank, because it does a lot of damage, slows them down, and will interrupt whatever they're doing. So if they're starting an auto attack, you can cancel it. If they're trying to get away, you can hit them, which will knock them up for a second, and it will also slow them down as well, because it has a slow at the end of it. Corki trying to get away, I'm just going to Q in. I don't really want to fight it. I walk up to push him off. He walks in again. Taunt him, activate ultimate to get him off my Corki. Stay on him. I have enough damage to finish him off, and I'm going to go in on the Jin now. Run to with my Q, stay on him very tight. Auto attack move, stay on him, Q's up again, hit him with the Q, keep auto attacking him non-stop. Right when my E's about to come up, I'll make sure to taunt him. But if he's not taunted or slowed, I'm not going to activate my W because I'll be moving too slow to chase him down. And that's how you play Rammus in Preseason 8. If you want to support this channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. My name is KingStix. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.